Good morning. How's everybody doing? Are you guys shutting that mind off of yours that's incessantly trying to figure this out? You guys know that I had something happen to me when I was sort of begging for my life, when I had breast cancer and I didn't want to leave my boys. They were still young. And I call it an enlightenment because it forever changed me. But it takes the natural state of wellness and well-being is coming out of your head. And I know that sounds crazy. We do need thinking for functions. But they're saying be aware, like when you wash your hands, be present in that moment. When you drive your car. That's really hard to do with us thinkers. Our minds are always going. What's next? What do we do next? We have the illusion of time. We think that, but we're all eternal beings. So being enlightened is what I call it. Doesn't make you special, trust me. It's a natural state that's felt from oneness with the whole picture. I say the God force, but the God energy, like these people that say, well, Trump is with God and Jesus brought him. I mean, Trump is always in his head. God love him. He's always in his head. And he's always trying to figure out, he got so tied up in this weirdness of whatever his life is. And it doesn't feel like he's healthy. And I see him falling, you guys. I see him falling backwards. Our hard part is that we can't collectively, constantly be thinking, die, you SOB. You can't be thinking it. Because he's already creating chaos. And he doesn't know how to get out of it because he doesn't know how to disconnect from his head. He is not happy, and it's sort of sad. So real quick, I have some important things to talk to you about. But real quick, since we're chit-chatting, let's look where Donald Trump's head's at. So I guess John Voight said that he's as good as Abraham Lincoln, the best president since Abraham Lincoln. While I was driving, I heard this, and I asked, and Abraham Lincoln he wasn't judging it, but he actually smiled about it. Like, oh my gosh. No, he's nothing like Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln didn't need self-gratification from the outside. He took things very hard. Abraham Lincoln had some severe anxiety and some severe, what do you call it? Like he was extremely, Ruth Montgomery calls him a walk-in, and I wouldn't doubt it because he was near wanting to commit suicide. He might not be a walk-in as much as he became enlightened, but there was a lot of sadness around him. And he did the best he could for others. He wanted everybody to be okay. But Trump does not sacrifice any well-being for anybody else. So it's sad, but he's in the illusion of separateness. He thinks he's separate from everybody. And what this does, because as he gets angry, the chaos creates physical manifestations. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys, Abraham Lincoln's not cutting him down or anything, but it's Abraham Lincoln smiled, and then almost like, I even saw a tear. So it's very sad who this person is and what he's doing to this nation. So I want to know, energetically, since my guides are so with me today, what can you tell us about the mindset of Donald J. Trump? How is he holding out? Is he going to be cool with this? Is this his empowerment? Is this what he likes to do? What is the mindset of Donald J. Trump? Well, he's worried about money. So, money situations coming up. Of course, the thing started out there. Sorry about that. Yeah, his mind is constantly going. He's totally making he can make wrong decisions, but there's one man in particular that's around him that says, you're the best thing since sliced bread. And they're telling me to tell you guys that I know you're like, win. But it's like, trust me, this is all going to, in fact, make us better. But it's a shame that he just doesn't seem to want to wake up. He's definitely in this illusion. He thinks he's God-fearing, God-loving. It's not connected to that force at all. There's such abuse with the word God. There's people that use that to get power over others. It's very sad. But anyway, so we have to take care of ourselves energetically, because after he goes, there's going to be a lot of work that needs to be done. So the next question I want to ask, because I didn't ask it yesterday. War with Iran. Troops are going over there. He told Congress, I get to choose. He's king, What about this Iran thing? Will there be war with Iran? Yes or no? Will there be war with Iran? Yes or no? Remember, I had that real sad feeling of lives being lost, American blood spilt on foreign soil. That could be anything, anywhere. I just was this overwhelming feeling. And usually emotion, it can be related to your mindset, the ego. But emotion like that I get is from the other side, just to kind of tap into what the universal consciousness is. People will be very upset. What can I tell about war with Iran? I almost feel like Iran knows he's not right. They're just really pissed off, you guys. Okay, but are we going to lose bodies? Are we going to end up in some sort of war with Iran? Here they come marching in. Well, the tower is there. So there may be an upset of some sort. Communication, a truce. There will be blood spilt. I don't know, but it doesn't feel like an outright war. There's something going on, but then there's communication and a truce. Guys, this is just, he's throwing money at this too. He's put us in such debt, it's not even funny. Money's going to be a big issue with him. But it's, there is death here, you guys, a change. But it doesn't look as much as physical death or the death of this drama. So it could be that Trump's getting ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So even before this can start, because I almost feel like somebody's presenting them a truce. Because I think America's going to say, no, don't do this. They're not for this. Okay. Sorry about the blower in the background. I wanted to ask, people are writing me and asking, what's up with Justice Roberts being on Air Force One with Trump and who else? There was other people there. Trump tries to reel people in to make them their new best pal. Remember, he even had Hope Hicks come when he knew Mueller was going to interview her. The thing is, she ended up telling the truth, and we'll find out about this. But, the justice feels like he feels uncomfortable with it, and he knew it's probably not a good... He already knows it's not good. I just can see his head. It's not like F you guys, I'll do what I want. I almost feel like he feels stupid. Tell me about the meeting on Air Force One. Can you give me any kind of hint what they were discussing? Can you give me any kind of a hint on what they were discussing? Tell me about the meeting on Air Force One. Roberts felt stressed. They were bantering with him. It was more trying to act like it was social. Like, oh, hey, have you been on Air Force One? That kind of energy. He does that. He dangles, look at the goods that I have as president. You want to play? But actually, and I could be wrong, you guys, but I think Roberts will go by the law of the Constitution. I'm almost feeling like I don't see him being forced into anything by Trump. This was a social kind of like, oh, hey, hook up with us. They were throwing things at him. What do you think? And I even see that at one point he said, you know, I can't answer that. And then they were giving their story. Well, you know, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's saying, you know how he always says that. So that's pretty cool. Okay. And then the last question is about Jerry Nadler. Apparently he had a near faint experience. We want to check his health. Jerry Nadler. Can you tell me about Jerry Nadler? Jerry Nadler. How you doing, Jerry? He got real peaked. You know, his color isn't good, too. Barr's color's not good. Jerry Nadler. Let's take a look-see. Ooh. Jerry Nadler might not be feeling well. I mean, like, there could be something underlying here. He has a goal and he will complete it. He has a goal. But it feels like he might be suffering something health-wise. Kind of sad, actually. So it's beyond not having enough to drink. Jerry Nadler feels sick. And he's going to have enough strength to get through this trial. He will beat this back. He's like on it. He's like on it, you guys. But yeah, I mean, he could be so sick he can't even function next year. So, poor guy. Yeah, I could tell by the look. There's this look that people get. Sometimes it's psychic that I feel it, or as a nurse, I can see the color change. But Barr's the one, too. Let's just take a quick look-see at Barr. Tell me about Barr. Because I saw just like him being really sick. And then he's messing in something he shouldn't, so he's going to get a lot of hits energetically. Okay. Okay, thanks. Abraham Lincoln just came in. He told me to tell everybody that it's all money related. They've sold their souls for the demons, so to speak. This Donald J. Trump is a manipulator. When he speaks, he manipulates people. This is a guy who had sex with his friends' wives and then would have the friend over or call them and say, oh, I just had sex with your wife. This guy's cruel. What can I tell everybody about Barr's health? Jerry Nadler, I'm sorry to see that. I did not expect that. He's not doing very good. Doesn't mean he's going to die, but he's sick. He's going to have to deal with something, as well as doing all the work he's doing. He wants justice served. Ooh, yeah. Barr's got, oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. Listen, Barr has a lot of swords. And I think his tragedy isn't as much with his health as what's going to come out about him. So he's getting ready to get hit. Boom. He will go in disgrace. He's got his head down. The cups are turned upside down. So people who said that he's like the smartest guy ever, they're going down with him. So, all right. Judgment is upon Barr. So he's, you know, Sometimes this universe just turns around and gives it right back to you. Okay, you guys, namaste. I'm going to head to Sedona to have hopefully a wonderful, beautiful time of peace. And I will be back after a week from this Sunday. And God bless all of you. Ciao.